What's going on, you guys? This is Cooked Vegetables back in the cut with yet another podcast for you guys, man. How is everybody doing? I'm doing well. Took a couple of weeks off just to kind of recharge and reset or reformat the hard drive, so to speak, if you know what I mean. But I'm back now, feeling recharged, feeling good. And I'm back with another podcast for my lovely brothers. The title of today's podcast is going to be Masculine Purity Has to Become Mainstream If Humanity is to Survive and Thrive. All of us who have adopted masculine purity as a lifestyle have no doubt come across forums in which it is actively mocked and even derided. Many people loudly claim that all who practice sexual chastity do so because they have no other choice in the matter. This narrative is so pervasive today, 2025 AD, that some have even gone so far as to group sexually chaste men under the incel or involuntary celibate moniker. As you might have already guessed, most, if not all, of the people who mock chastity are mired in sexual sin, much like you and I were before we gained wisdom. Once you gain an understanding of the importance of masculine purity in general, you can't really unsee it, if you know what I mean. I, for one, started to realize that I had been living life in reverse for the longest period of time. I spent all of my energy searching for respect from the outside in order to feel good, instead of focusing on my own self-respect above all else and allowing the outside to follow suit. Self-respect in this case isn't a product of an overblown narcissistic ego. Rather, it is having so much respect for your Creator and His will for your life that you put that before everything and everyone else. Here are some examples to further explain what I mean. It is the will of God for men to be intelligent and responsible stewards of their sexual, emotional, and spiritual energy. It is the will of God for you to be intolerant of evil. It is the will of God for you to be prosperous and use your gifts in service to mankind in return for riches. It is the will of God for you to be a kind but assertive man who knows when to walk away from frivolous situations and people. It is the will of God for you to respect and assiduously care for your human body. It is not the will of God for you to be a simp who utterly lacks self-control. It is not the will of God for you to continually give to those who do not appreciate your efforts. It is not the will of God for you to allow access to your life to those who have harmed you in the past and still refuse to change their ways. It is not the will of God for you to seek women only to use their bodies for pleasure. It is not the will of God for you to be a human doormat. I think we can all agree that most men do not currently follow the will of God for their lives, assuming you agree with the list above. Therefore, it is no small wonder that many of us men are in a bad spiritual place, to say the least. Many of us lack direction. Many of us are depressed. Many of us are addicted to stimulants, sex, or hard drugs. The last sentence wasn't written in judgment, as I myself came from a similarly dark place. Since men are the designated leaders of our species, it follows that the prosperity and future of the rest of our species remains in deep peril until we resolve to turn things around for the better. Turning things around is a difficult process that will take a fair bit of time to complete. Each of us will need to be patient with ourselves and develop the resilience required to get back up and try again after each of the inevitable setbacks along the journey. Don't worry too much about the setbacks. Just resolve to keep moving forward on the righteous path no matter what. When things get tough, you always have your brothers to lean on. We all go through tough times in which we could do with a word of encouragement, and this is nothing to be ashamed of. Remember, brothers, we absolutely have to prevail because the consequences for our world and future generations are way too dire for us not to win this metaphysical war against the trappings of our flesh. Masculine purity is an absolute must if the world is to thrive and become beautiful again. Till next time, brothers, Godspeed and remain blessed. Brother Cooked. As usual, do your brother a huge favor by liking the video on your way out. It's really good to be back, brothers. God bless you all. Goodbye.